Hello dear friends and welcome to this video. Today I will talk about the first diet that I ever tried as a diabetic, and I will talk a bit about how I got the information, what I did and how I felt on this diet. And the diet was inspired partly by my ex-girlfriend who was a vegan and was doing a lot of these green juices. And it was inspired a bit by this movie. I think you still can find this movie on Netflix, and it's interesting to watch. So I decided I will try this green smoothie diet, only green smoothies, which is a big challenge. And it was also inspired especially by one type of green smoothie called the Green Giant, which I did a lot of. So to break it a bit down, every day I will do only liquids, no solid foods, and I would do it 3 times a day, and it would be 2 liters every time. So I would drink 6 liters of green smoothie every day. I mean, you get tired of it. I mean, you can already think it, I think, from what I'm saying right here. And of course, I would change a bit what was inside, but it would be a green smoothie, so it would be a lot of vegetables, not only green vegetables, but a lot of green vegetables like spinach, like kale. I would also do some tomatoes, maybe some carrots. I would mix it up with different types, but a lot of green leafy vegetables was important. And then there was also some seeds, like for example crushed flax seeds or other types of seeds. So got some proteins, some fats. It was more lasting, not just going straight through. It would also be some fruits like banana, like apple, like pear, also kind of whatever one wanted to have inside. And then finally there would also be some type of spices or some type of extras like ginger, turmeric, for example. And I would also use wheatgrass powder and spirulina in the smoothies. So that would be what would be the ingredients for these smoothies, and as I said, I would always mix it a bit up with the vegetables and sometimes spirulina, sometimes wheatgrass. I think always I would have some turmeric or some ginger. And the taste was interesting. In the beginning it took some time to get used to, especially the spirulina. It's not my favorite taste, but I mean, you get used to it, and the ones with wheatgrass was not so bad at all. Especially the Green Giant variation is not bad at all to drink. So I guess you also don't need spirulina or wheatgrass. For me it was just added as an extra health benefit. And I would say like the plus side of this was definitely sleep, and it was definitely my cognitive abilities. When I did this and went to the university to study, I felt kind of like a super person. I could read so much easier, understand so much more. It was like my body didn't use almost any type of energy for digestion, so I had so much energy to study. So I felt really like I had cognitive superpowers on this diet, which was a huge plus. Also, I noticed it with my sleep that I would sleep maybe 7 hours and I would wake up completely like awake, not needing any more sleep, and sometimes was like 6-7 hours. So maybe it was just because I'm young. Definitely on this diet felt a difference from before, and after that I needed less sleep. I slept very good and I felt very energetic. So this was the plus sides. Also on the plus side, but maybe not for me, because at that time I was on a normal weight, normal BMI. I lost a lot of weight. I did it a bit over 1 month, maybe 2 months, and I lost around 10 kilos. So it is definitely also good for weight loss. I mean, the most amount of carbs I got was from a few fruits every day. So it's not a lot. It's not a lot at all. So that is maybe for some a huge benefit. For me at that time, who was normal weight, it was not the best. And also at the gym, I lost a lot of strength. Like normally I could squat quite a bit, but at the end of that diet, I struggled just doing 20 squats with the bar. So I lost a lot of strength. So I got, in a way, cognitive superpowers, but my physical powers, they kind of went a bit away on this diet. So that was a negative for me, who was really into fitness and training at that time. Also, I mean, to only do green smoothies for the rest of your life is, oof, I would not do that. No, thank you. But what did I learn on this diet? I learned that for breakfast or for 1 or 2 meals a day, definitely. And how I would feel after would be super good, and how I would study and my cognitive abilities after this would be amazing. So for part of the day, for once or 2 times a day, definitely no problem. And I'm sure it's also very healthy, but I'm sure also if you only do that for a long time, it's maybe not the most healthy when it comes to different type of micro and macronutrients. Maybe you have to adjust it some, because there is definitely some things you will not get from this diet and that you maybe need to supplement with at least. So there is pluses, there is minuses on this diet. Would I recommend it for weight loss for a period? Definitely. Would I recommend it as the only diet for the rest of your life? Definitely not. Would I recommend it maybe once or twice a day? Also, definitely I would. Maybe especially if you need to be very concentrated, need to do something you really need to focus. For me, the green smoothies were amazing, like a cognitive superpower. Hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me what you think. See you later. Bye.